guys, it's Scott from Diversified Acres. Just been going round and round here about trying to, I've got to build a smokehouse and a curing house. We've got several hogs that we're going to kill this year, and or here in the next few months, and we've got a pretty good crew put together to make that happen. But I'm working on, or I was working on, building a little smokehouse. I was going to do a 10 by 10 smokehouse with one corner of it set up for cold smoke, and then the rest of it basically a curing room to where I could cure my hams and bacons and things of that nature. But my guy that was helping me with the mill and the lumber for me has got some medical issues right now, and he's not going to be able to help out with it. So I don't have the money for the new construction of just going to Home Depot or Lowe's or somewhere and buying the lumber to construct a new facility. So I got to looking around here. Of course, I've got the old, you can see in the background there, I've got this old log barn that's fallen down and beyond, it's beyond repair. There's still a few boards and things of that nature that are in there that we could use, but we've got this little building here. It's down in the woods. Our horses, they used it to get in and out of the weather, and we've had sheep use it and so on and so forth. But this was originally a little hog house, and I think what we're going to do here is we're going to move it. We're going to pick this thing up and move it quite a ways up, well on the other side of this, probably about 200 yards on the other side of this building right there, which is about 40 yards from us. We're going to move it out of here, and I guess the path we'll take is, I've got a spring right here, so it stays real wet. Feeds this little brook here, and this whole hillside right there, I don't know if you can tell in the discoloration of the grass, or the different colors in the grass, that's where that spring feeds out of that hillside over there, and it's a real big spring actually. And this is the worst time of year to be trying to do anything with it, because this is the time of the year when that spring is very, very active from now on, the rest of the season. So I think what we can do with trimming up a few of these trees here, and maybe taking that one tree down right there in the center of the screen, I think we could take this one tree here down and this little one here, and then this tree here obviously, which is grown right here, which is directly in front of it, and then maybe one on that corner. The building itself is in pretty good shape. It's got old metal on the roof up there, and it's full of hose. I don't know, it looks like maybe I don't know, maybe the OK Corral or something. Looks like it's been a heck of a shootout gone on in there. And it was open all the way through. We put this tin on there. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to pick this building up and move it. Structurally, it's not in the bottom portion of it. It's just sitting here. The board is gone off of this side over here. The bottom plate, I guess, is gone off of it, and then on this side it's still there. But this sets basically on a big rock. This is a big rock slab here. You can see some of the rock exposed in that corner, and then you can see it here. This is a rock ledge that it sets on. But I think with just a little bit of extra lumber, I think I can secure down this wall here, put another band board on there, and then across, and then maybe put a couple right here in the center, coming off of this post, coming across through here, connecting to this post, and doing the same thing on all three of these, and then jack it up. Just jack the building up, block it up, and put it on a small trailer, which I've got a trailer that I could back right up underneath here, and then haul it out. But when I get it up there, of course, I'll put new boards on the bottom for the bottom plates, and I think the height in here will be fine, for us to be able to work in. But anyway, that's our plan here, and we're going to get started on this here real shortly. I pulled a board off here to kind of look and see what it would take for the front, and if worst case scenario, I can nail a couple straps across the front here once we get it jacked up, just kind of like the back is, to hold the front and the back together, along with the sides, because the sides, they're all secured well. This is all hard oak wood. There's some oak and some locust in there, but for the most part it's oak, and it's in pretty decent shape structurally wise above the ground. And down here it is rotted out a little bit. So I'm probably going to put this up on a foundation or form of some sort, rather than setting it right back on the ground. And then I'll have my smoke come up in this corner here, and I'll build a kind of a closet right here, and I'll put where the cold smoke comes up into there, and I'll put layers of racks in there to where I can smoke a ham. I can smoke my bacons in there, things of that nature. And then over on this side here, then I'll just build a bench that comes along, which I've got a bench that I can move into here, and we'll use it for salt curing, and we can hang our hams in here to salt cure them. And then we'll just have to build a door for this front portion here, and maybe secure some of these soffits, because they're all open soffit around there, to kind of keep the larger rodents, possums, and coons, and things of that nature out of here. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to give it a try anyway. Of course, we'll be making a video series of this, because this is a pretty good task to undertake. So it's not any way that we can do this in just one little video. It's going to take a good day to get it framed up to where it can even be jacked up, and then we'll take some jacks, and we'll start jacking this thing up off the ground and get it up. And of course, heck, I think it'll probably take a good day to be able to get the path cleared out. This is the path we'll be taking. Okay, so here we are up here at the top where we're going to put it. The front corner will set right here, and then it'll come across this way, and it'll go here to here, is the way that'll set, kind of like this here. And obviously the opening that you've seen in the video there will be right here in the front, which this old tree is a walnut tree, but you can see right here it's dead. It's got a big hole developing in it, so it's coming down anyway. It overhangs the driveway, and it's really starting to lean that way, so we're going to take it out of the equation, so that won't be an issue. And this is on a little bit of a natural slope, so it'll come back here and just drop downhill so that we can put our smoke pit somewhere over in this area here, right over in here, and then the pipe will come out and run up this way into that corner. I think that's about 20-25 foot run up through there, so that should work out good. Should work out real good. We're looking forward to being able to get this started. We've got several hogs up there that we're going to have to be killing this year, and we're waiting right now. We're just waiting on the weather to drop off. It's been pretty cool, but we're waiting on it to get down there to where it's stays below freezing for a couple consecutive days, to where we can, after we kill, we can actually hang the meat, let it taut up a little bit before we begin carving it down into the different cuts of meat. So we'll get started on that. We started the other day here cutting out stone so that we could build a stone base underneath it here. And my hammer drill died on me. Brand new hammer drill, brand new Bosch. Wasn't battery, it was electric powered drill. And I got each one of these holes drilled across here. This stone is about 1 foot thick, and I got each one of these holes drilled across here about I think they're about 8 inches deep. And you can see, we drove these spikes down in here, but you can see right here it's starting to fracture across there. So that'll be the first cut of one of the stones that we're going to use. And then we've got a few other stones that we've chiseled down, different sizes and so on and so forth, to get them ready to go in there. So I've got another hammer drill coming, and then I've got a small jackhammer. It's just jackhammer's too. It's, even though I say it's small, it still weighs about 80 pounds, and it balances well, but it's definitely not anything that I can use. So I'm gonna have to get my son to give me a hand with that. Get him to chisel the rest of them stone out. We were able to get this over here. This little stone here, I don't know if I included it in the video or not, but we squared this one up here, which squared up rather nicely. And once we dig down, we'll dig down a little bit here at the footing, get the topsoil out of the way, and then we'll put some creek gravel in there for something for it to sit on, and then we'll start lining it with rock and stacking some stone up on here to create a little foundation for it. And you can see the rake out pattern that I made here, just of the size of it. Now that's what I was going to build, that size right there. My original plan was build a 10 by 10 timber frame building, but like I said earlier in the video, my buddy that does the milling work, he's taken on some medical issues, and he's not going to be able to get to it. We went over the other day and tried to work with it, and it was 2 cripples trying to get something done, and it just was not happening. The logs, they were too much for us to handle, and the building he's set up in right now, there's quite a bit of manual rolling the logs and moving the logs around, so we can't we're not going to be able to get the lumber milled that we need to do it with. And then when we started counting our timbers, trying to figure out how many timbers we were going to get out of there to be able to complete this, along with our boards. I'd given him some logs off of the farm here, and he's had them stored in his barn. We cut several years ago, and they're good and dry, and they're ready to be milled, but we just can't handle them right now. So we're going to utilize the building that we currently have, and we'll keep you posted how the progress goes. You want to see more of our smokehouse, which will include some smoking. Once we kill these hogs here in the next month, we'll be smoking some bacon, probably some hams. I know we'll be smoking some Boston butt. Now that'll smoke in this smoker here most likely, which is a real nice smoker. It does an excellent job. It'll probably be smoking in that, and then but the cold smoke, we'll be doing bacons and hams and things of that nature over there in the new building. So anyway, if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. If you're interested in following, subscribe, and we'll keep you posted on the next one. Thanks for watching.